Yo, it's your boy Hoof. Man, I gotta start making these videos, folks. I gotta start making these videos. Cause I've been I don't know, man. I've been tapped in for a while. But let's go ahead, let's go ahead and start it off, man. We going straight off the hip with it. So, today's generation, what's going on, what's trending and all that stuff that's going on now. And it has been for a little bit of time now. But it's some of the perspectives out here is crazy, you know what I'm saying? Some of the perspectives out here is crazy. So let me, man, fuck it. I'm finna chime in and get my 2 cents in, man. Just chime in and get my 2 cents in. Y'all excuse my language, but my video is not for kids. I'm a grown man. I speak to grown men. You know, grown folks that, you know, I just want to talk how I talk. But with that being said, I'm a Bible believer. Whatever. Anyway, I'm a Bible believer. And so when it comes down to these man-woman relationships, I believe, you know, the scriptures reveals a lot. However, it depends on, you know, it's just like life. You know, depending on your experiences and your knowledge, and, you know, your insights, and, you know what I'm saying, and everything like that, it's going to project out, you know, the reality, you know, that you're creating for yourself. It's going to affect the way you see and view things. All right, so given the fact that I spent a lot of years in this walk, you know, as a servant of Yah. I mean, all years ain't been perfect, you know what I'm saying? You slip and you fall. But, you know, I'm just saying that being 16, right? And then coming into the knowledge and having the transitional time, you know what I'm saying, that pulled me out from a lot of stuff, a lot of fornication. I don't even want to say that because that's a topic for another day on what is actual fornication. Alright, if you're just a regular church, you know, say Sunday church goer and everything like that, you don't read the scripture for yourself, you're not gonna you're gonna be a little bit confused about what fornication is. Alright. Since it is illicit sex, and a lot of what is applied today it does fall underneath the category of fornication, but I do want to say that premarital sex is not fornication. So saying this, trying to go over this means I gotta kind of break down a lot though, right? Because I'm bringing you into a different worldview, you know what I'm saying? It's basically it's alternate, you know what I'm saying, from the worldview that is being pushed on us, you know what I'm saying, from the influences being pushed on us. So without strong families, without, you know what I'm saying, a good home fellowship, or how it is that you congregate with other believers, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna, you know, dictate a lot of the values and principles that you hold to. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Man and women relationships. Y'all follow me, man, because how I kind of give my lessons, or how I learned about things, is I have to actually walk you through, you know what I'm saying, my thought process and what is actually going on. That way you get everything within context, right? Because not everything is for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta know yourself, right? When I was younger and everything like that, prior to the truth, and even living within it, you know, I was having sex, but you know, it definitely slowed up a lot. When I started to kind of feel convicted, you know what I'm saying, about it. And I was dealing with just one person or at the time. And then like, but you know, we didn't last. But that's kind of how I've been like dating or like trying to like, you know what I'm saying. But then I realized, I was like, damn, like, you know, like anyway, basically, I found me, you know, a girl that's, you know, she's still wife material today. She's my baby. She turned out she's my baby mother. You know, and that happened like around 6 years after we had first started dating. However, nonetheless, like, the reasons why I had started, like, you know, like, it probably wasn't like, it's weird, man. Like, I say like this, like, I knew that, like, because, well, I didn't even come into the understanding of what fornication was, you know, and adultery. And I really, the breakdown, you know, saying between it was, remember when young man, so it's like, I'm like, you know, like, I'm feeling like I need sex. Like, I feel like I got this thing on me, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, so, like, I goes out to try to find, like, you know, a woman that could be a wife or, like, wife material, like, in order to just so I would not be in, you know what I'm saying, transgression when I have sex, you know? So, we engaged in a relationship. I still was in the development of myself, still in the development of myself to this day. But back then, I really didn't know myself. And I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know what, like, you feel me? Because I was in it for all of the wrong reasons. It's not like I didn't like the girl. No, I didn't have love. I knew how to treat her and everything like that. But, like, you know, because I didn't know myself. I didn't understand my value. And she is still, like, I feel like she's, like, a good match. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, like, knowing, like, what all sacrifices, what's your responsibility really entails whenever, like, you know what I'm saying, you become one with a woman. Alright. So I started my vid off like that, you know what I'm saying? Is that, like, you know what I mean? Like, guys, over in the Western world, and I gotta talk to you straight. I know I'm a Bible believer, but I have to deal in the realm of reality. You know what I'm saying? I have to talk to you in the realm of reality. Like, instead of have you reach for, let's start here. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, move higher on spirit, like move further onto spiritual things. If we get this thing right? So, like, one is that I don't think guys should be considering marriage until they in their 30s or at least well established, like, you know, within their endeavor field, you know what I'm saying, that it is what they're pursuing. Because the women can be a distraction to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Most High gave Adam his work first, you know what I'm saying? And then after that he gave it a woman. So it's like Adam knew his purpose, you know what I'm saying? He understood, like, you know what I'm saying, what his role in the thing was to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the woman just came to be extra and add on to that, and, you know, and help him with that and everything like that. So, like, you have, that's what you have to consider, like choosing the right partner, lifelong partner and stuff, bro. Like, it ain't, now say like this, it don't have to be one. It could be more than one, but, like, that's another story for another day. And it's gonna, like love is the law, but the same rules don't apply. Like, you know, you gotta, it's gonna be a little different, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little different. The quality of women could change whenever polygyny is instituted. It all depends on the man, to be real. It depends on your game. It depends on, you know, like, what it is that you really, you know what I'm saying, offer to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of girls out here that, like, you know, would just prefer one man, even if that means not being a second or a third, you know what I'm saying, woman to, like, you know what I'm saying, some high, what they call it, high status or some high value, to like high value man or whatever like that, you know. But the key to the thing is, man, to see yourself as a high value man, to stay focused on your stuff, like stay focused on your mission, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I'm not gonna say ignore these hoes, because, I mean, Bro, like, I feel like it would be cool to be like, say, like, an older human and like all that type of stuff and shit. Like, but bro, you actually need those social skills. You actually need that experience. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not really just the experience, you know, and with the women, but it's about like, you know, it's social skills. You know what I'm saying? It's social skills that carries over to life that actually like develops you in other areas where it will when you're interacting, you're dealing with women, it will magnify. Come on, man, you can't tell me like you don't feel confident as hell after you just got like you just scored a bad chick number, or like, you know what I'm saying, or like, or you know, like you get over the fear of rejection. And I mean that to me that translates over in you making sales calls, like, you know, or you just being more effective like in your business relationships, like people, you know what I'm saying? You gotta like, you feel me? And that's one of the like things like that I feel like, or what I haven't seen in my experience, that, you know, help guys out a long way. Is there other ways that you could develop those? Yeah, but what's gonna be more natural? You know what I'm saying? What's just been more? And I'm not condoning, because that's why I said like this. Like, y'all gotta understand, the scriptures, like, the prostitution wasn't illegal in Israel. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Is that it wasn't transgressed. You know what I'm saying? But that's like lust at basically, that's us at our lower state. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of like surrounding issues. You know what I'm saying? That would drive a society or a nation or a clan, or like, you know what I'm saying, tribe, like, you know what I'm saying, to the point where like, you know, is depraved, and, you know, stripping to where, you know, your citizens, or, you know, brothers and sisters and shit like that, is resorting to, like, you know what I'm saying, being a bunch of whores and whoremongers. You know what I'm saying? Like, for actual profit. You know what I'm saying? Here, like, over in the West, like, you know, we do this boyfriend girlfriend thing, whatever, like that. Like one, like, I ain't used to feel like this. One, and I'm gonna be quick to the chase too. Let's put it like this: a wife is a virgin, fam, and a wife is a virgin by default, or any woman that you choose to make your wife. So as a man, like, you know, stay away from the virgins if you just trying to have some sex. You feel me? If you want to have, like, you know what I'm saying, you want to like stay in something long term and be like, man, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like, that's what that virgin for. You feel me? But don't you ever, like, you know what I'm saying, because we have laws. It goes like where it says a man is supposed to, like, you said, provide. If he takes like seduces a woman and you saying takes her virginity, takes the virginity forward, and he just pay that man, pay the father of, pay the father of that woman. What is it? 7 shekels or some amount of shekels, which is like it's more like, we talking like, man, basically saying, man, cover about 3 to 4 years of I'll probably being generous, probably 4 to 7, like, you know what I'm saying, like, years of your what do they call it, pay rate or working rate, like your salary, salary. That's how much, you know what I'm saying, that's how much the version cost, like, you know what I'm saying, how much you putting in for that bride price, you know what I'm saying, you feel me? That's why you gonna want that thing to be untouched, unused, you know what I'm saying. You buy a clean vehicle, straight out the lot, just made. Ain't nobody had it, ain't nobody test drove it, nobody took it off the lot, nothing. So the price of a virgin, yes, high, you know what I'm saying? High. And imagine that woman was like, just like, okay, give you this example, because I don't want to be thinking, like, all right, like, how good would you feel, like, you know, if it's 6 out of 10, you know what I'm saying, of the guys that you encounter, like, had they stuff together, you know what I'm saying, to the point where if you actually, like, got into a relationship with these guys, you know that you would be taken care of. how would that feel? Or how, like, you know what I'm saying? How could you imagine that if this is 60%, you know what I'm saying, the guys out here, 6 out of 10, be able to take you know what I'm saying, handle his shit and still prosper on for the future and take care of you and your shit, like, you know what I'm saying? And then you also contribute to him, you know what I'm saying, to help exalt him, because that's what this thing is about. I see a lot of women today, like, always looking to see, like, what a man offers and shit like that, and they haven't even appraised their own value. Their own value is delusion as hell. It's delusional as fuck. It's like you gotta stay consistent with that shit at all times. Y'all niggas is like trying to make the broke niggas pay and then let the rich niggas, you know what I'm saying, fuck free and whatever. Like, y'all, they playing too many games. Like, you're playing too many games. Like, it's three. I say it's 3 different type of bitches. Like, you say you got the hoes in the house. Well, I say you got that the wives, straight up wives. You're not really gonna question them. I promise you, because they're gonna be dressing modest and all that. You feel me? Like they are. I ain't gonna say needle and haystack, because I tend to sniff them out. But I think y'all getting confused between the concubines and the hoes. Y'all getting confused between the concubines and the hoes. Let me break down the difference. Yo, hoes, like, let me break down the difference. Concubines is the ones you out here paying the days for. You taking to the air, you know what I'm saying, the Airbnbs, and, you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit. They ain't living with you though. You feel me? They ain't really got no real, like, ties to you though. You trying to win them over by, or trying to win their loyalty by, like, how, you know what I'm saying, you kick with them and stuff like that. Some niggas understand, a lot of niggas, I mean, I ain't gonna say a lot, but some brothers understand, you know what I'm saying, side bitch. That's what it is, mistress, side bitch, concubine, like, you know what I'm saying? But hoes want straight fuck for money. Want to ask you cash app, like, you know what I'm saying, when you done, like, when you like, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, they, like, hey, I'm trying to, like, they put a price on it. They tell you what you need. They tell you what they need, whether it's a Birkin or, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like, they tell you what you need, what they need, whatever like that. And that's a hoe. Escort, whatever you call it. That's a hoe. That's a hardly. That's a hardly. No bullshit. Like, I'm making it plain and simple for you. Go look it up. Look it up. Look it up. But the concubines, fam, like, the thing is, you can actually have fun. I mean, you got fun time with a hoe too, but you probably gonna regret it. You know what I'm saying? If you understand your worth, you know what I'm saying. If you understand your worth, you wouldn't even have went that far. But if you, like, you know what I'm saying, like you know, like, hoes, like, you feel me? But the hoes is increasing nowadays. The hoes is increasing now, and the hoes looking good too. And men and women is so at odds. Niggas just want to, like, probably just, like, get a nut off a hoe and just continue on about his life. Just be solo. So I'm not even, like, you feel me? Like, I'm breaking down the categories, you know what I'm saying, for however it is niggas want to live their life, like, for them to understand, like, you know what I'm saying, biblically, you know what I'm saying, or, like, how to feel, like, or how, you know, at least, I mean, I'm not necessarily sure how the creator feels, you know what I'm saying, in totality about it, because you're, like, you know, he's dwelling within you, so he knows you, but, you know, trauma more than anybody else. But I'm telling you what I get out from what I see about his word. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he said, hey, deal with it. That's me talking. You feel me? But what I'm saying is, according to the scriptures and shit like that, there is things called, you got people that's what's they call it, eunuchs, celibate. You know what I'm saying? That, like, they just like, you know what I'm saying, they take a vow. You feel me? Took a vow. You got them. You got on a whole other option, straight hoes. Then you got concubines. You know what I'm saying? Concubines, concubines, they gonna, like, I tell you, it's the concubines y'all get confused with. It's the concubines you get confused with. But, like, the same thing with the concubines and the hoes. Bro, you ain't supposed to be wifing them. You ain't supposed to be taking them serious. You ain't supposed to be nutting in them. Understand what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be texting them more than like more than one time a week. You know what I'm saying? Now here's the thing though. Only like I said, the concubine is the one is the middle one, because on the real they disqualified themselves from becoming a wife. You know what I'm saying? Like to the most part. What I'm saying is, a concubine end up being able to win a man over, like, you know what I'm saying, and then the man, like, you know what I'm saying, over time, like, you know what I'm saying, making him his wife. And when I say wife, like, I mean, making his wife, but she's still not gonna get a bride price. You get what I'm trying to say? I just mean like he may, like, you know what I'm saying, bring one into his home, you know what I'm saying, and house it, you know what I'm saying, even impregnate it, you know what I'm saying, and then by default, like, you know, he has to provide inheritance for that, so she's a benefactor of that too. So, you know, that's just how I see it. And wife, man, it's just like it's as simple as, like, you know, it's as clean as it get, bro. It's as clean as it get. Other than, like, you know, if you ain't doing the whole marriage thing or like that, you can't, like, it's the consummation is the initiation, you know what I'm saying, of the coming together. That's the spiritual, because sex is really designed to be a sacred act. It's everything but sacred now. It's very perverse, and I'm like, I say that, but like, hey, like, look, and I tell you the truth. I have no, listen, man. I have no dog in this race. Like, did I say it right? All I mean is, like, bruh, I have no hidden motives. You feel me? Because I tell people shit that, like, if I'm struggling with it, if I ain't really there, then I gotta say what it is. But I have to let truth be true. I have to let it be told. You know. And then everything else is discretion. And just applying wisdom, knowing what is right for your life, for your situation, but you only really firmly understand that, to where, like, the doubt and all that stuff is going, is when you spend enough time alone. What is enough time alone? It depends on how deep it is, like, you know, like, there's things that you're going through, but, you know, I say just first start off with a good, you know, like, week if you can, you know what I'm saying? Month, 30 days if you can, you know what I'm saying? The more the better. If it's real hard for you to get time, like, you know, just a little weekend or a day, like, you know what I'm saying, to yourself, to really sit there and meditate and focus on this and pray and ask, like, God to be able to lead you and help you out with your situation, and gaining understanding on it or whatever. But that's why I'm making this video today, to shed a little bit of light for somebody that's been met, like, y'all haven't even heard the testimony, but, you know, man, like, that's been, like, my hurdle, like 10 years. 10 years is, like, understanding, like, how do I deal with women, you know what I'm saying? Because I stopped listening to the world. Now I was only listening to, like, you know what I'm saying, but it didn't, like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't understand that, like, what it was is that, like, I wasn't a man yet, as in things on the tangible, even things intrinsically, you know what I'm saying, I just simply wasn't a man yet, but I damn sure didn't, like, you know what I'm saying. So, like, what I mean is, I would disqualify. I don't have the requirements to even think about having a partner or a woman in that type of capacity. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that is something that you, like, what you're supposed to do when that desire, you know what I'm saying, the urge that comes within your mind, the period, it's supposed to motivate you to go harder at doing what you got to do to put yourself in position for that. But if you use that and it makes you act hasty and take on things that you're not ready for, you're only gonna damage your own life and that other person's. To be real. And then if you gave yourself that time, you probably will be attracted to something different. You know what I'm saying? To heal, you probably start seeing a lot more value just saying within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Understand that you better than that. You know. So, man, I just want to say that, man. Hey, I'm about to just upload it. I don't care. I don't care. Man, I can show y'all time dates of like vids I made. I never posted. Because they all had to be perfect. But fuck it. It just had to be done. It's your boy, Who, man. Peace. Yo, man, higher too. Y'all beat the weed, man. We out. All of that. Boom.